Hey guys, Zach here, and welcome back to another action figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at the NECA Godzilla 1954. Now, this version of Godzilla comes from the 1954 film Godzilla King of the Monsters, or as it's known in Japan, Gojira. Godzilla King of the Monsters is a really good movie, and I highly suggest that you watch it. However, I did hear that the Japanese version is way better than the American version, so yeah. I haven't seen the Japanese version myself, I've only seen the American version, but either way, it's still a good movie, so yeah, definitely check it out. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into this. So first, we'll take a look at the paint, and the paint on this figure is really nice until you get to the back, but we'll get there when we get there, so yeah. Most of the body is this grayish color, with very small hints of dark blue that really add to this figure, really makes the paint pop out more. The toe claws and finger claws are painted a very bright gray, which is nice. The eyes are painted white with regular black pupils, and the mouth, or the inside of the mouth, is painted gray, which is a really nice touch. It really gives off that 50s feel. So yeah, that's really nice. And this is what I really don't like about the paint, which is right here. Yeah. I feel like they could have done a better job with the black for the dorsal plates, but yeah, that doesn't look good. Also, on the back of the head here, that doesn't look all that great. Looks pretty sloppy. As well as at the tail here, but at least they actually painted this part of the tail, unlike with Bandai Creations or the Bandai Movie Monster series, where they literally just paint that much of the tail and just leave the rest, you know, gray. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it for the paint. Besides the back, this figure, in terms of paint, is very nice, so the paint gets a pass. Now take a look at the articulation, and the articulation on this figure is pretty good. So the mouth can open and close. Ball joint here at the base of the head. Ball joint at the base of the neck. I believe the arms are on a ball joint, I think, but the arms are on a hinge joint, and there's a swivel here. The hands are on a ball joint, and Godzilla can make a fist, which is nice. At the waist, there's a ball joint, so you could do all sorts of things. At the base of the legs, there's a ball joint. At the knees, they can bend, but it's really tight. So, yeah, it's very tight, so I won't recommend trying to do that too hard, because it might break. But anyway, the feet are on ball joints. And for the tail, we have a ball joint, ball joint, ball joint, ball joint, and there's a bendy wire, so you can post the tail in any way you want. So, yeah, that's cool. And that's pretty much it for the articulation. It's really good. I like it a lot. It's no SH Monster Arts, but still, it's very nice. So, the articulation gets a pass. Now I'll take a look at the sculpt, and the sculpt on this figure, again, is really nice. This figure looks a lot like the suit used in the movie Godzilla King of the Monsters, and that's obviously what they were going for. And they did a really good job of replicating that, because you can see all the creases and all the folds in the rubber suit right here, and on the neck here, which, again, looks really nice. Something to point out, when you move the arm, like when you bend the elbows like outwards, yeah, that does not look pretty whatsoever. But they could have done something better with that, but again, it's understandable why, you know, it's like that. And that actually leads me, there's more, like, in terms of sculpting, there's more like, of that rubber suit, like, effect going on with the arm here, which looks nice, and as well as the other arm. And, yeah. The sculpt on this figure is really good, so the sculpt gets a pass. Now we'll take a look at the detailing, and the detailing on this figure is, again, really nice. So first we'll take a look at the head. We can see all the scales and all the little bumps and whatnot on his head, which look really nice. Going to the inside of the mouth. The tongue is detailed really nicely. You can see all of the taste buds, I guess? I don't know, that sounds stupid, but yeah, the tongue detailing looks nice. I could have just said that, but whatever. The roof of the mouth, well, you can't really see it because it's like the mouth doesn't open all that wide, but there's nothing, which is kind of a shame. But the ears are detailed very nicely as well. Going down to the neck, we can see more scaling, which looks alright. More scaling down at the body. The hands are detailed very nicely as well. Going down to the legs, again, some pretty nice detailing. The feet are detailed nicely as well, and the underside look very nice, I might add. Going to the tail, again, some nice detailing. Going to the dorsal plates on the back here, they're detailed very nicely as well. And looking at the front of the body here, we have more scaling, which, again, looks nice. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the detailing on this figure. I'll be honest, it's not as good as the Bandai Movie Monster Series figures or the Bandai Creations figure that I reviewed in the past, but it's still nice. I think most of the scales, they look more like fur than scales, but that's okay because, again, it's not horrible looking, so yeah. Anyway, that's it for the detailing. It's still very nice for what it is, so the detailing gets a pass, and at the end of the day, should you get this figure, I'd say yes, this figure is worth your money. Now, this figure can cost you 20 bucks, which is a very good price for this figure. There is an SH Monster Arts figure, which that's $60, but if you want something that looks better, get this, because that figure, it looks a little bit too slim, and yeah, to me that figure doesn't look all that great, so get this figure over that figure, and again, 20 bucks is not bad for what you're getting. This is still a very nice figure. In fact, this isn't my favorite Godzilla figure that I own, but it's still one of my favorites, so yeah. Definitely get this figure if you can, and if you want to know how big this guy is, here he is next to Dr. Billy Grant. If he can stand. Alright, now that is it for today. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, Zek out.